And I know a lot of people could say, well, and I think it's a legit claim that there's a lot on the line right now. That there's a lot on the line right now. And I understand that because it does seem like we're on the brink of World War III if we're not already in it. It does seem like that. So I get it, but we just can't allow politics to become this toxic, because then it's shown like we're worried about the wars that we'll get in throughout the world. But what it does is it causes so much inner turmoil within our own country. All right. So Shelly Marie says, I do not get it. You do not get it. It has nothing to do with choosing black over white. It's about choosing anyone but Trump. You've been fooled. I'm embarrassed for you talking all this BS, clueless. Shelly, thank you so much. Whoever is Shelly Johnson, let's make sure that we show Shelly Johnson some love. And I'm so appreciative that she decided to contribute exactly what she contributed, because it shows exactly the problem. It's about choosing anyone but Trump. And this is the arrogance that is created with a guy like Barack Obama. This is what gives Barack Obama the juice to do the things that he just did, which was to call out black men for not supporting Kamala Harris, when maybe he should be calling out Kamala Harris and calling out himself for not supporting black men. Because if his policies were supporting black men, then I guarantee you he wouldn't have to be doing everything that he did to beg or to chastise black men into supporting Kamala Harris. But I want all the Democrats and liberals to see what Shelly Marie Johnson just wrote. These are the people that you're aligning yourself with. She's telling me that I've been fooled. Who exactly have I been fooled by, Shelly? She says that she's embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for you talking all this BS, clueless. I don't believe that I know Shelly, but Shelly just decided to join us. This is Democrats, liberals. This is how you look. This is how you look. It's about choosing anyone but Trump. This is how the Democrats and liberals, and especially a lot of these black folk, and I'm going to say people overall, this is when you continue to make that ignorant choice of voting for the lesser of two evils. And then you get mad at somebody like us, who now that we have, when we continue to vote for the lesser two evils, we're going to get just evil, two candidates that we dislike. But now y'all are offended that we're looking at it from a standpoint where it's saying like, nah, we may not want to go with Kamala Harris. Let me ask you this, Shelly. Hopefully you have the courage. Seems like you have the courage to get up on here and come on somebody's show who you don't even know. But all good. Maybe that's not courage. Maybe that, matter of fact, that's the lack of courage that we see with a lot of the, keyboard warriors. So let me ask you this, Shelly. If it's about choosing anyone but Trump, and I've been fooled, tell me why. Tell me why. What is Trump going to do that's destructive to my life? What is Trump going to do that's not in the best interest compared to Kamala Harris and what she's already done? Why have I been fooled? Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, look at what they've done with the border. People cannot afford to buy groceries with all of this inflation that they've caused. So why have I been fooled, and why is it about voting for anybody but Trump? I'm just wondering. Now, you came on here, you said I'm clueless. I'm not going to disrespect you. Not the way I'm feeling right now. There's no need for that. But this is exactly what happens. By simply a black man, I'm a black man. By simply me questioning or not falling in line with what black people have done for the damn near our entire existence since we could vote, the majority of us, for the majority of it, have been giving our blind support to the Democrats without them delivering on anything for us, without them prioritizing us, even though when it comes to look at all the other races of people that are in this country, we support the Democrats more than any other group. But now that I question whether I want to continue to do so, And now that I'm calling out certain things, saying like, hey, we've been supporting y'all, but you know what, shoot, y'all got to start doing some stuff for us. We're not just going to keep voting for y'all and to just support y'all more faithfully than other groups, but you prioritize the other groups. We're just learning now, looking at it. Maybe we shouldn't, be prioritizing those things. So that would be the question that I have. Why? And exactly what she's showing, I've been fooled. She's using all these comments to try to downplay my intelligence, to try to insult me into getting on board with voting for Kamala. Now, one, that's obviously not going to work for me. And I don't know if you saw the first part of the show, but clearly Black people, Democrats and Republicans, are saying that what Barack Obama did and calling those Black people, calling the Black men out, is not going to work for them either. But this is what happens. I'm so glad that Shelley did this. I'm so glad that Shelley did this because it just shows the point that we've been trying to make. So we showed it on a macro level with Barack Obama. Now we're going to show it on a micro level with Shelley Marie Johnson. All right, so Ant wrote, "Hi Shelley, if we remove race as a factor, non-biased question, what have the Dems done? What have the Dems done positively in the last 4 years? Not a challenge, just inquiring. We're just asking. What have the Democrats done positively in the last 4 years to where I'm being fooled and that we should have a certain mindset where it's anybody but Trump? Because when you have that mindset, this is what is so ignorant about that mindset that Shelley has. Let me bring up Shelley's comment. This is what's so ignorant. We don't even understand negotiating. We don't even understand negotiating. When you just give your vote, when you just give your leverage to somebody, that is why nothing has been done for us, because we just give it without expecting anything in return. We just give our vote, give our support. If we really were being smart, we would leverage our vote and not just put our trust and backing behind a candidate just because once we put our trust and our backing and support behind them, then they no longer feel that they need to deliver on certain things. Now they're looking at other groups who have not put their support behind them yet, and they're going to prioritize doing whatever it takes for those groups in order to get their support. Even if you're going to end up voting for Kamala, even if you're going to end up voting for Democrats, maybe it would be an intelligent thing to just not be out here chastising anybody who's questioning them, and maybe support some of the people that are questioning, hey, Kamala, hey, Barack, hey, Joe Biden, hey, Democrats. Y'all said y'all were going to deliver on these things. We got some questions. We got to make sure that these things are going to actually happen, because in the last 4 years, they haven't. Maybe you should be supporting those people, even if you're going to still vote for Kamala, even if you're still going to support the Democrats. Because if you support those people, then they'll prioritize making the certain changes and implementing certain policies that push our agenda rather than prioritizing other groups, let's say like the LGBTQ community, because that's what Joe Biden came in and said that it was his number one priority. And when you look at Joe Biden's presidency, when you look at Barack Obama's presidency, especially all the things that he delivered on for the LGBTQ community, what did he deliver for the Black community? When Kamala Harris was asked what she would do for the Black community, Kamala Harris said, well, I'm not, I'll put in she said that she would put in a certain plan that would help people that make less than a certain amount of money, and that 60 or something percent of Black people would fall into that. But I wouldn't do anything just directly, just to help Black people. That was Kamala Harris' words. So Shelley, what have I been fooled about? And of course, Shelley will just disappear, because it's never any substance. It's just exactly what ends up happening here. She just pulled a Barack, Shelley Marie Johnson Obama. So let's finish it up with something a little bit funny. Ew, it's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.